A very warm welcome to Tea Break Diaries after a very long time. And I'm so happy to see all of you here. Myself, Dr. Yamini Ramesh, on behalf of Homeopathy Junction. And sir, most welcome, a very warm welcome to you on Homeopathy Junction. We are really glad you accepted our invitation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Privilege is all mine. Thank you.
It's our pleasure, sir. It's a sheer pleasure to have you on Tea Break Diaries. Thank you so much. So, guys, we have a very special guest with us today, Dr. Subhas Singh, sir, and he needs no introduction, but still, because it's my job, and also you will get to know some new things about him. So, I want to introduce him formally on Tea Break Diaries. He has an experience of more than 25 years, close to 3 decades. In homeopathy. He was a former director of National Institute of Homoeopathy, which is the biggest institute in India for homeopathic education. He is also head of the department and professor of organon of medicine right now in NIH, and also chief editor of National Homeo Recorder, a peer-reviewed free access online homeopathic journal. It's a quarterly journal. He was a former director of NIH. We all know him. And he was also former chief editor of Bulletin of National Institute of Homoeopathy, Calcutta, former editor-in-chief of Journal of Homeopathy, which was also a scientific journal of NIH, former member of NCH, and former member of Pharmacopoeia Commission of Indian Medicine and Homeopathy. He has presented more than 200 papers in national and international conferences. He has also written many books, revised books. He's a great teacher. He has done his PhD in homeopathy long ago, and currently he's teaching, guiding. He's also an examiner and paper setter for many universities. He's a PG guide, and he has done a lot of research projects. The list is very long. The time will be less, but I won't be able to tell you everything about him. And currently, he's the chairman of Scientific Standing Committee, Homeopathic Medical Association of India, which is HAMAI, and also member of Liga Homeopathica Internationalis. And sir, once again, warm welcome. I'm really glad that you came on this platform to share your life journey, your learnings, and I'm sure that whoever will watch this video today will definitely learn something from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sir, it's my great pleasure that you came here. So my first question is, as you have been teaching for, close to 3 decades now, so what do you think? What are the qualities of good teachers, and how was your journey as a teacher for such a long time?
Dr. Yamini, let me start with saying that this long introduction was not required. In fact, what I want to be known as a homeopath, a person who tried to teach organon, tried to teach to the student how to practice homeopathy according to Master Hahnemann's direction, and myself tried to do the same. And it has been a long journey, of course, more than 30 years. I entered homeopathy in 1985 in Calcutta Homeopathic College. And I'm second generation homeopath. My father is Dr. Mahendra Singh, a well-known name in homeopathy. So that is how it is. And I came in homeopathy by choice. So the journey was, every day was a new day and a learning experience, I'll say. And when I look back, I don't think that 30 years or more has passed, because I have been enjoying every moment in the homeopathy. And this was a dream which has come true. I am one of the few lucky person who is being paid for doing what he wanted to do.
Wow. Sir, I wanted to say that this is a very rare thing when someone says that I am a homeopath by choice. Not everybody says that, but because you are son of the great Dr. Mahendra Singh, and it was your passion and your choice. How was homeopathy scenario in your time? Because it was long back. I mean, now the scenario has changed a lot.
When we were student, we never thought that job will be one of the major opportunity and choice, because at that time practice was the main option. Of course, there were government jobs, but that was very infrequent, very rare. And so we thought that we all, after passing out, we'll be doing practice. The whole orientation was like that we'll be practicing, we'll be doing that. And the learning itself was more on clinical orientation. MCQ was something which we have never heard of. Today also, I'm not very comfortable with it. But now, this is how things are.
Yes, that's true. And sir, what changes do you see in that time when you were a student in Bengal, and now uh, you have run a biggest institution of homeopathy for a very long time? So what changes you see in the in the atmosphere of homeopathy, in the fraternity, in students overall, in education also?
If you ask me, the changes that I find is that today the students are more wise, more matured, more career oriented, and they take decision much wisely after giving it much thought, and then they take a call. At that time, things were more of a emotional nature, and because somebody said or somebody did, and we followed him, so we were doing that. Now things are more on a practical aspect. Career choices are more taken more seriously, and uh, opportunities have increased multifold. Having said this, there is one aspect which pains me, that somewhere the homeopathicity, the faith in homeopathy, that has somewhere become a bit diluted. And that is why there are cries and there are demands that homeopaths should be allowed to practice allopathy and things like that. But earlier these were unthinkable, and for people like me, it is shocking that a homeopath want to practice allopathy, whatever reason it may be, but it is something we can't think. So this is one of the change that I see. There is good side, better opportunities, better institutes. If I compare with my time, the institutes have much better. Even the worst institute of today's time are better than what was best at my time. Facilities are much more, and job opportunities have increased. Of course, we want to have more. Nothing about that. But comparing to my time, job opportunities have increased many times. Number of patients, I think, have increased. Fee, the charges of the doctors, that has increased. That has now become very good amount, a substantial amount. So these are some of the changes that I find. People are, in general, more respectful towards homeopathy.
Yes. That's so true, sir. And I'm so glad that you are saying that students are wiser now. Every student will feel nice after listening to this thing.
Of course, they are wiser. They take the career, they take the examination, the orientation is much different, much different.
Great. I'm really glad to know that, sir. And I completely agree with you that the respect and awareness towards homeopathy has definitely increased a lot. And I guess because you're talking about opportunities, I guess because of you and teachers like you who have done a lot of struggle and given their inputs and done a lot of work, because of their hard work, we are getting the opportunities we are getting today. Because it was not a one day thing. I know that earlier it was not there, and now it is. Every year something is adding. NCH is doing a lot of work. Even other institutions are doing great work. So we are
Dr. Yamini, those who know me, they will be laughing when they hear you talk about my struggle. Because people are born with silver spoon, I was born with golden spoon.
okay.
I was born as son of Dr. Mahendra Singh. So in that way, I never struggled, truly speaking. But my struggle was different. My struggle was to have my footing in homeopathy. My struggle was to show people who are wavering from homeopathy, to show people the right path, who think that homeopathy is something which is very difficult, to show them that no, homeopathy is very easy. Otherwise, it would not have survived for more than 200 years. There was my struggle to make. In today's time, we have good number of homeopaths, large number of homeopaths. But if you speak of homeopathy as Hahnemann wanted it to be, homeopathy and it should rightly be, then here is my struggle. That is my whole, that is what I do, that is what I am doing and I will be doing.
Yes. And sir, I also want to ask you a personal question, if you allow me, because everybody thinks when you are a second generation or third generation homeopath in this series, it gets easier for people. Like you said, you were born with a golden spoon. But I want to ask you, is it true or is it different, like different type of struggle when you already have a established homeopath in the home, or who's already
Scenario is a bit difficult, different in the sense that I had somebody to look upon, to follow, to idolize. And then when you have aspiration, you have ambition, then here is the benchmark and you have to come above it. You don't want throughout your life to be identified or known simply as a son of Dr. Mahendra Singh. You want your identity. Then that is a very difficult task because he was such a tall figure in homeopathy.
True.
And there was the struggle. And because of him, of course, I get many advantages. I was introduced to people, but then after that, you have to make your own contribution. You have to make your own mark. So in that sense, my struggle was there. My struggle was a bit different than others. And I joined NIH at a very early. I passed out in 1994 and I joined NIH in 1997.
Okay.
So very early I joined. I am there almost for 30 years.
Wow. And sir, like you said that when you have someone of this stature and this respect, it becomes difficult to establish your own identity. But it has its own advantages. I want to ask you that what is the best thing, or what is that one thing which you have learned from your father as a homeopath, as a student, which stayed with you right now also?
To be proud to be a homeopath.
Wow.
He never said I am a doctor. He always said I am a homeopath. Whenever I follow that. Whenever I meet people, I say I am Dr. Subhas Singh. And the next question, before he asks, or sometime he asks, what is your specialization? I tell I am a homeopath. And I tell it very proudly.
Wow. If we take this pride in ourselves, then I guess the world will be different. For homeopathy. Thank you, sir. And also you have learned from masters like Dr. S.K. Dubey. I mean, for my generation or for juniors or students today, we have only learned from his book, but we did not know him personally, or we have not seen him. How was it like learning from such stalwarts?
As I was saying, it was much easier for me to be introduced to big names. And Dr. Dubey was a very close friend and a family friend. And truly speaking, he was my guardian.
Okay.
Not only for homeopathy, but throughout life, he was my guardian. How I'm studying, how I'm doing, where I'm going, all these things he used to take care. And he has mentored me. My interest in materia medica was one of the difficult subjects for me,
Yes.
most difficult. And Dr. Dubey was a very hard taskmaster. And today's people cannot imagine how he was. And I've been so fortunate to learn from him. I used to attend his clinic daily. And even after I joined NIH, I used to attend his clinic, learn directly from him. And that these are the things that has made me what I am. His way of practicing, his way of teaching, that is something that cannot be, there cannot be another Dr. Dubey. We used to call him living mathematics.
Yes.
The way he's teaching. Sadly, we don't have any recording of him that should be shared with. I have shared some of the lectures of Dr. Mahendra Singh, my father, but I don't have any recording of Dr. Dubey. It would have been very nice if people could hear, and then they can learn how mathematics actually should be taught and learned.
Yes. That's great, sir. Even I have heard few stories of him from Dr. Sunirmal Sarkar when I used to learn from him. He used to share that many of his instances, how he has learned in the college and the hospital, and it was really fascinating for me.
That's it.
Sir, how do you connect deeply with students and keep them inspired? Because I see a lot of your videos and I hear from my friends at NIH that you teach, and I mean, they deeply love you as a teacher. So how do you connect with them? What is your inspiration?
I don't know whether it is inspiration or not, but I like it. This is why I came to homeopathy. I was director of the biggest institute of world. My tenure was for 5 years, and there was an option for me to continue for more time. But I opted out. I resigned because I wanted back this world. I was missing it very much. I was becoming sick. I was missing it so much. So I wanted again to teach, and that is what I am doing. That is what I think I have been made for that. And connection with student is very easy because I know what they want. I can feel their difficulty. I'm fortunate that I still get feedback from the student. Sometimes when I'm not so good in class, one of the students will come and tell me, "Sir, are you okay?
Oh.
Why? What happened?" Today it was not so like that. So these are the things. And when they tell you their difficulties, then you understand, and then you try to modify yourself, try to overcome, and try to reach to them, connect to them. That is what a teacher is supposed to be. And moreover, being organon teacher, it is so difficult teaching organon to students who wanted to become allopath, could not get chance, came to homeopathy, and then you have to talk about vital force to them.
Yes.
It is so difficult, difficult. But then this is what I do, and thankfully, I'm doing it more or less good.
Yes, you are doing great, sir. And thankfully, I keep watching some of your videos these days because they come on social media, and I am glad that your students and you share them, because people like us who are far away and not in Bengal can learn something from you. So that is a great initiative, I feel. And also, sir, I personally feel that this type of connect can happen with organon teachers very well, because it's a little bit of philosophy liking is there, and also that deep thinking many of my organon teachers also had. So I also had great bonding with them, and students used to love them. Once they understand organon, they would definitely like the teacher, and that continues for a long time.
Dr. Yamini, when I decided that I want to join teaching profession in homeopathy, then I took a survey. At that time, writing letters was very common. So I made a questionnaire of about 20 questions.
Okay.
And I selected two group of people, one who were of my father's generation and one who was student of Dr. Mahendra Singh. Okay. And I wrote them letters, and the question was like this, that who is your popular teacher? Most popular teacher, whom you like best? What is the subject he taught? What are the questions, what are the topic he taught? Like that. in my father's generation, the maximum answer was, because I wrote only to ex-student of Calcutta Homeopathic. The maximum answer was the popular and the most favorite teacher was Dr. B.K. Bose.
Okay.
And what subject he taught, next question. There everybody was saying different answers.
Asha.
Somebody was saying pathology, somebody was saying organon, somebody was saying this. And then what topic he taught, name 3-4 topics, 5 at least. And there again the answer was different.
Oh, okay.
And same was to the next generation. When I asked question, who is your most popular teacher or favorite teacher? The answer was mostly Dr. Mahendra Singh. And then I asked what subject he taught. The answer was organon of medicine. And then I asked what topic he taught. Then again the answers were very different. Somebody said this, somebody said this. The conclusion that I draw is that because they were not teaching organon or pathology or medicine, they were teaching homeopathy. So that is why their students do not ask for right to practice allopathy. Their students are so convinced of homeopathy, they are so much into homeopathy that they don't find any problem facing the difficulty, overcome. So this is not only me, my whole generation, friends, my senior, my junior. This is the atmosphere in Calcutta Homeopathic College in which we grew up. These are the teachers who taught us. And they instilled homeopathy in our mind so much that we can't think of anything else other than homeopathy.
That's a great insight, sir. Absolutely. If the teacher is teaching homeopathy, it includes everything, and then obviously it becomes, even teaching becomes holistic, because then everything comes together. That's great. Sir, what advice would you give to students today who are struggling to understand the classical concepts? Because nowadays, of course, there are different schools, different thoughts, and homeopathy has also progressed a lot. Different books are there. So, but still, understanding classical homeopathy and especially organon is little difficult for today's generation as well. So, what is your opinion about it?
Dr. Yamini, first thing is, there are different types of approaches to homeopathy.
Yes.
Everybody has understood it in his own way. But it is like blind persons touching the elephant and then describing it. None of them were right. Because they were not describing the elephant. Now who are facing the problem, they have eyes. They can see the elephant as a whole. They don't need to see only the tail or the trunk. So why follow one particular school when the original school is available? If you find it, I ask my student, and I'm repeating myself, that if you think or you face any problem in understanding, then ask yourself a very simple question. That in 200 or more years, am I the dumbest person who cannot understand this? And all those people were more intelligent than me, that they have understood. And if you have ever mind, look at the face of your teachers, including mine. From which angle we look intelligent? We understood because we wanted to understand. So, and whole organon is based on common sense. It is so simple. When a person is in the room, a person outside from the is trying to force in the room. The one he is in the room, he has advantage. Yes. When two similar diseases meet together, the one he is inside, he will not allow him to enter.
Yes.
It is all common sense, and anything which you feel is not common sense. It does not appeal to common sense. That means somewhere there is problem in approach to understanding it. So to you, I will like to address all who are listening, my young friends. It cannot be difficult at all. Organ on homeopathy, it cannot be difficult. And there is only one homeopathy. All other names, adjectives that I used before homeopathy is anything else but homeopathy, not animal homeopathy.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And sir, also I want to ask you about getting admission at NIH, because you are teaching there. You were a former director. Like, if someone wants to be in the NIH or wants to do UG or PG, what qualities or what kind of study they should do so can get the admission?
It's not so difficult. UG, you have to appear for the NEET exam. And you have to perform a little bit better, because it is, we find the student who are very high ranking student with very good marks, they are coming to NIH. And when you are filling up the form and giving your choice, then you have to give the choice of NIH and then pray to God that your marks are good enough to give you an opportunity. But PG is totally a different thing. PG is very really difficult. About 5,000 to 7,000 students only appear for PG exam. And out of these 500 to 700, the real competition is between 500 to 700 only. And from that, of course, there are some government colleges which are preferred by the students who are appearing. Nehru is one of them. NIH is one of them. In Bihar, there is a RBTS. In Bhopal, there is a college. These are some of the government colleges people opt for. But for those who are not very hardworking, they want an easy way out, means easy MD, manageable. NIH is not a place for them. But because here the number of patients are really, really huge, and learning opportunities are huge. And when you find that your teachers, your seniors are sitting in OPD and doing the job, then you can't go away. You can't run away. So here, the NIH, I will say, getting chance is difficult, but opportunities are much, much more. So those who are trying, I'll request them to give your best effort so that you can come to the best institute of the world in homeopathy.
And sir, what role does NIH has in shaping the future or the culture of homeopathy in India? Because I see a lot of actually ex-NIH students who might be your students also, are teachers in some really good institutes, or they are teaching outside of the institutions also. So what kind of role do you see of NIH as a foundation of homeopathy in India?
You have to see it this way, that about 300 colleges are there in India. Out of that, a college which have about 3,000 patients per day, 100-bedded hospital where really there are patients, where teachers do not skip class, they go to class. And then as teacher go regularly, the student has to go regularly. So in this atmosphere, you are growing up. So when you are growing up, you learn that there is no shortcut. And then slowly you are molded. And we try to put homeopathy in their mind through examples, through cases that we see. So this way, they are slowly, when they pass out, they become firm homeopath. They become believing in homeopathy. And they have faith in themselves, because during this time, they have seen the effect of homeopathy.
Yes.
So when they go they have this advantage which others do not have so much of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then whether they are in government job, whether they are in clinic, whether they are in some private college or in research, they ultimately become the leaders because of these qualities which has been instilled to them through them. And then they slowly become the leaders, come in the forefront because of their qualities and because of their dedication. So this will, I think, continue for time. Because the teachers that I see in NIH, the patient that I see in NIH, these are the strength areas that which other colleges may not have so much of advantage which NIH has.
Yes, that's very true, sir. And I see a lot of change in the number of patients also, and the attitude of patient also when you go to Calcutta or NIH and other areas of the country. I mean, and in some places it is very good. In some places it is like average number of patients. So when you see lot of patients every day, obviously the confidence of the student builds up, and then you become a better practitioner of that.
And believe me when I say these patients are about 30%, 40% patients are those who do not have resources or choices or options to go to any other place. They have been sent back by biggest names, or they do not have money to reach them. So in either case, they come with full faith in homeopathy. And I can give you a whole list of diseases which are so rare that you rarely one paragraph you will find in Harrison. And those cases come.
Yes.
And then these are the opportunities God has given us to show the efficacy of homeopathy.
That's really great to know, sir. And also, sir, I want to ask you that as a simple homeopathic practitioner, I mean, for anybody, I'm asking this, what kind of things we do or we should do according to you to, to add something from our side, what we can do to improve the status of homeopathy in the society, in research, in teaching, I mean, any way. What do you think as a simple practitioner, what we can do, or what are the opportunities for us?
Opportunities are endless. Because in this world, there are people who are flying high.
Yes.
And then there are people who are dreaming but cannot fulfill their dream. Those who cannot fulfill their dream, they may blame the world, but ultimately somewhere they were lacking in their effort or approach or attitude.
Yes.
So anywhere, in whatever way you are related to homeopathy, either in research or in practice or whatever way, I think 2-3 things one should keep in mind. One is, be proud to be a homeopath.
Yes.
Second is, we have our limitations. We can't shy away from those limitations. We should be aware of those limitations. Of course, we will put our best effort to overcome those limitations. So, but we should be knowing our limitations. And third is to make ourselves updated in the modern knowledge, whether it is the knowledge of medicine or psychiatry or what is happening in the scientific world. We have to keep ourselves updated. I am very much against homeopathic doctors practicing allopathy, but I understand that a homeopathic doctor should know the medicine, the side effects, so that he can. These are the things which make you different from others. And let us all learn from our mistake. Because in your practice, in your any profession, in any way, it is very natural that you will make mistakes.
Yes.
If we are in practice, it is quite natural that all patients cannot be cured. All patients cannot be benefited. Let us learn from those where we could not get the result as it should have. This attitude, I think, will make you different from others.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a great advice. And I also wanted to ask you, which you have already answered, that how to face failures. Because we all face failures at some point of time in practice, in other areas also, and we get really upset about it, especially practice when the patient is not doing well. Uh, that becomes a challenge for many practitioners. And then we think that many times it happens that, especially in the beginning, we think that homeopathy doesn't work. But like you said, I believe that it is not homeopathy, it is our own lack of knowledge or lack of experience or practice. Maybe if we learn, maybe we'll get some result in that.
What is wrong in making mistakes? What is wrong in having failures? If I can cure 100 patients and 100 patients out of 100, then I'm no more a doctor, I'm God.
Yeah, true. But sir, as a
Yeah.
human, we are very self-critical.
It is not possible that I can cure. Many a time, even in allopathy, simple cold cough sometimes do not work.
Yes.
So what is wrong in it? You just see where things have gone wrong. What is wrong in my approach? Nothing wrong in making mistake, but it is very wrong not to learn from those mistakes. Every mistake should be taken as a challenge. If we lose our heart, if we lose our spirit, then we lose our battle. And we have the practicing is difficult. Putting your mark or making your livelihood, earning from it is difficult. I'm in a government job. My salary is secured, I know. But I do realize that practicing is much difficult job, a big challenge every day. But those challenges cannot be faced by self-criticism in the sense that homeopathy do not work or like this. But it has to be seen in this spirit that if for others it can work, it has to work for me.
Yes, that's so true. That if it works for others, it should work for.
It has to work for me. It has to work.
Yes.
Tips, shortcut do not help.
Yes.
I was, because of my connections, because of my father, I have been close to many of the stalwarts.
Mm-hmm.
And at one time, I was biggest collector of tips.
Okay.
And I had so many diaries full of tips.
Mm-hmm.
And I am the biggest failure based on those tips.
Okay.
Tips do not work.
Yes. That's great, sir. I won't ask you for the tips now. I will ask you for the suggestions. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing this, sir. Because this.
I remember a stalwart. We were having some free time. So I just asked him, sir, kuch bataiye, some practice. So he told me that the place where I live, it is the biggest problem is sneezing, eosinophilia, and cold cough like that.
Uh-huh.
People get up in the morning and they spend 1 hour sneezing.
Mm-hmm.
And histamine has given me all the success.
Uh-huh.
And I very obediently wrote down, underlined it.
Okay.
When I came back, I purchased histamine, put it in the dispensary, and gave to minimum 200 patients. It didn't work for single one.
Okay. I understand.
Because I was giving for sneezing.
Yeah.
I was not giving for the symptoms of histamine.
Right. Absolutely, sir. This has happened to me also as a student. I used to write down everything मेरे teacher ने बोला और I used to write, and I obviously, as a beginner you always try to imitate things, but homeopathy is very
Very
much
different.
individualized. It doesn't happen that way. Just copying. And earlier, sir, I just want to share my personal experience as a student, that I used to focus on remedy a lot earlier. That what was the remedy? Over the period of time, I realized that that is the least important thing, because then you can't actually copy that remedy. No, you will understand some things about the remedy, but the process is more important. The case taking is more important. So this is
Uh,
my.
at one time, Dr. Dubey, as I said, was a very hard taskmaster. So one time he scolded me like anything. So I came back and I stopped going to his clinic. Then my father came to know. Then my father asked me what happened. I told him I am not comfortable. I gave my reasons. He said, "Do you think I am going to you to learn aconite and brine? They are in Alanskino, Tobori, all the book. I am telling you I am sending you to learn. When he's prescribing aconite, why he's not prescribing brine? Why he's not prescribing some other remedies? And how he's talking to the patient. Doctor-patient relationship is something which you have to learn. Because I have seen not only in his clinic, but in my father's clinic, all the big shots clinic I visited. There were patients who are visiting for 5 years. Every month, every 2 months, they are coming for 5 years. And when I used to take the follow-up, how are you? Not well. How are you since last month? Last month I was not well, this month also I am not well. And the same person, when he meet the doctor will ask me, how are you? Fine, sir. It is because of you that I am living.
Wow.
So this is the doctor-patient relationship, That faith, that rapport, this is something which only a homeopath can have. And this is a big advantage for a homeopath, which others cannot have.
I totally agree. Sometimes patients just come to homeopaths to talk because compared to other doctors, they don't talk much. So it's a very good relationship. I have seen the best relationships with homeopaths of patients because they really have good rapport, faith, a lot of faith, and also it's the need to talk because especially in today's world, there people don't have time, so they don't listen. They don't want to listen, and homeopaths listen with whole heart. So patients come to just tell what is their feeling, emotions, and that's a very good thing.
There are two things. One is this talking or this case taking. It is said that a case well taken is half cured. The fact is that you are giving an opportunity to the patient for ventilation.
Yes.
So once he ventilates, he is feeling much relief. So half is better. It's a fact. And second is the concept of family doctors. Now it is no more in the modern medicine. And those who have seen the family doctor, they know what advantage it has. And this is something where homeopathy can have a role to play. And we are a big way into that place. We can fill up that place.
Yes. That's very true, sir. As family doctors, I mean, many homeopaths actually work as a family doctor. But this thing is missing from the society these days, and that lack of connect is there, where homeopaths can fill that gap really in a nice way. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing all these things. I also want to ask you that, like you said, the tips doesn't work. The shortcuts or short routes doesn't work. How one should remain grounded in classical homeopathy and learn that continuously and become a better homeopath every day, according to you?
For a teacher, students are the best teacher. And for a clinician, patients are the best teacher. So, as I said, failures are not something which should move you. Similarly, success is not something which should go on your head. And I have succeeded in one case, and I want this success to be continued. The only way is my learning should be continued.
Yes.
If I stop learning, then I am stagnant. I am not improving myself. Then I am putting myself in a position who will not be able to face new challenges. same challenge may not come again. Something new will come. So I
Yes.
have to make myself ready for that. So I will request anybody who is listening and who want to practice homeopathy. I won't say classical homeopathy or anything because homeopathy there is only one. So if you want to practice homeopathy, then please read stalwarts like
Mm-hmm.
biographies,
Mm-hmm.
challenges they faced,
Mm-hmm.
and get inspiration from them. How those challenges, those obstacles, they were able to overcome and continue.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is how you mold yourself. You modify. There is nothing wrong in correcting yourself. S.G. Allen was a person who was doing polypharmacy.
Yes.
And then he corrected himself. He learned from his guru, Adolf Lippi. Nothing wrong in it.
Mm. Yes.
So learning is a continuous process. That cannot stop.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. And also tell us about your vision of homeopathy in today's world. I mean, we are on the global map, especially India is the leader of world homeopathy. So, what vision you have for the future of homeopathy in India and in world also?
Uh, Institutional uh, teaching of homeopathy will suffer.
Mm-hmm.
But small pockets of homeopath.
Mm-hmm.
One uh, Mathadish, one island with one head of the particular sect,
Mm-hmm.
which he calls with an adjective some type of homeopathy. These type of pocket will grow,
Mm-hmm.
and it will grow because we are not learning. Suppose today I tell you Hahnemann has said this.
Mm-hmm.
You will think that Dr. Subhas Singh, with this biography, this long history of knowledge, he's saying right.
Yes.
You will not think that I should confirm. You will not ask me, Sir Hahnemann has said in which book, in which chapter. And this approach, this attitude, if homeopathy is a science, then we must talk with reference.
Mm-hmm.
If we believe homeopathy is a religion,
Mm-hmm.
then whatever the guru says is final. No
Yes.
challenge. But we believe homeopathy is a science.
Mm-hmm.
So our youngsters should develop this attitude of learning with reference. If I tell them Hahnemann has said this, Boning Hassan has said this, most respectfully they should ask which book. Or they should read the book so that they can say, I have read these books, I could not find it. Then the mainstream of homeopathy, the real homeopathy, will
Mm-hmm.
again come back, will flourish. And for the time being, as Dr. Kent has said, we
Mm-hmm.
may be a minority,
Mm-hmm.
but we are a golden minority.
That's great. That's absolutely correct, sir. We should definitely read our stalwarts, their biographies, and the classic literature which we have, which we miss.
I ask a very simple question.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose those of us who are wavering from your proper homeopathy, doing anything other than as Hahnemann wanted. I am not a judge to be judgmental to them. They
Mm-hmm.
have their own right to do whatever they are comfortable. But I ask a simple question. Suppose a family member, God forbid, but a family member becomes sick
Mm-hmm.
and decided that a homeopath should be approached.
Mm-hmm.
What type of homeopath they will search for?
Mm-hmm.
One who practices allopathy,
Mm-hmm.
one who practices patent, one who gives fine medicine. What type of homeopath? So for your family member, when you are searching that type of homeopath, for other family members do the same homeopathy.
Yes. Very true. We want best for our loved ones, so we should be best
So,
also.
of course, of course.
Thank you very much, sir. It was great talking to you. I am really grateful to you that you took out this time and shared
I'm on.
uh, life lessons with us, lot of suggestions and this discussion. This was really fruitful. I have learned a lot from you, and I'm really glad that you accepted our invitation. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Yamini. It was wonderful talking to you. And you are doing a wonderful job. I have seen some of the interviews that you have taken. You are doing a wonderful job. Keep doing it. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. It means a lot when it comes from you. And I also want to thank Dr.
Thank
Webb
Yeah,
because he met you and he invited you and he shared a lot with me when you had discussion with him last time. Uh,
yeah.
and we both were very excited to do this interview. So he said we should do it. So I want to thank him and thank you, sir, once again.
Thank
I'm
thank
really
you.
thank you and would love to meet you, sir. Whenever I
Sure, anytime,
get the chance, I'll definitely meet you.
anytime, anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you. And good night. And thank you, everyone, for joining this session. Please share your feedback and your takeaways from this session. If you have any questions, you can just put it in the comment section. We would love to answer that. Thanks once.
Should I wait for the question?
No, sir. I will just put this video on the feed, and if something comes up, I will share with you.
Okay. So can I go out?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.